Hey friends, we are back with our Magic Treehouse, book number 1, Dinosaurs Before Dark. I can't wait to see what today's chapters are all about.
Let's get reading.
Alright, so today we're reading chapter 7, Ready, Set, Go, and chapter 8, A Giant Shadow. We're getting close to the end of our book, so I bet something exciting is going to happen in these 2 chapters. Chapter 7. Ready, set, go! Run, Annie, run! Cried Jack. Run to the treehouse. Jack and Annie dashed down the hill together. They ran through the tall grass and ferns and past the pteranodon. They scrambled up the rope ladder and tumbled into the treehouse. Annie leaped to the window. "It's going away," she said, panting. Jack pushed his glasses into place. He looked out the window with Annie. The Tyrannosaurus was wandering off, but then the monster stopped and turned around. "Duck!" said Jack. The 2 of them ducked their heads. After a long moment, they peeked out the window again. "Coast clear," said Jack. "Yay!" whispered Annie. "We have to get out of here," said Jack. "You made a wish before," said Annie. "Right," said Jack. He took a deep breath. "I wish we could go back to Frog Creek." Nothing happened. "I said I wish," started Jack. "Wait," said Annie. "You were looking at a picture in the dinosaur book, remember?" "Oh no, I left the book and my pack on the hill," said Jack. "I have to go back." "Forget it," said Annie. "I can't," said Jack. "The book doesn't belong to us. Plus, my notebook with all my notes is in my pack. Am I... Okay, said Annie. "I'll hurry," said Jack. He climbed quickly down the ladder and leaped to the ground. Jack raced past the pteranodon, through the ferns, through the tall grass, and up the hill. He looked down. His pack was lying on the ground. On top of it was the dinosaur book, but now the valley below was filled with anatosauruses. They were all standing guard around the nests. Where had they been? Did fear of the Tyrannosaurus send them home? Jack took a deep breath. Ready, set, go, he thought. He charged down the hill. He ran to his backpack. He scooped it up. He grabbed the dinosaur book. Jack heard a terrible tuba sound. Then another and another. All the anatosauruses were bellowing at him. Jack took off. He raced up the hilltop. He started down the hill. He stopped. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was back. It was standing between Jack and the treehouse. Alright, that was chapter 7. So our thinking questions are, the first one is, what does Jack see when he goes back for his backpack? Remember, you can always rewind the video if you need to look for some text evidence. The next question asks, why is it hard for Jack to get back to the treehouse? What is in his way? I think Jack has a pretty big problem, don't you? Why is it hard for Jack to get back to the treehouse? Go ahead and pause the video now, and you can discuss these questions with a family member, a friend, a stuffed animal, a pet. You choose. A Giant Shadow, Chapter 8. Jack jumped behind the magnolia tree. His heart was beating so fast he could hardly think. He peeked out at the giant monster. The horrible-looking creature was opening and closing its huge jaws. Its teeth were as big as steak knives. "Don't panic," thought Jack. "Think." He peered down at the valley. Good. The duck-billed dinosaurs were sticking close to their nests. Jack looked back at the Tyrannosaurus. Good. The monster still didn't seem to know he was there. "Don't panic. Think. Think. Maybe there's information in the book." Jack opened the dinosaur book. He found Tyrannosaurus Rex. He read, "Tyrannosaurus Rex was one of the largest meat-eating land animals of all time. If it were alive today, it could eat a human in one bite." Great, thought Jack. The book was no help at all. Jack tried to think clearly. He couldn't hide on the other side of the hill. The Anatosauruses might stampede. He couldn't run to the treehouse. The Tyrannosaurus might run faster. Maybe he should just wait for the monster to leave. Jack peeked around the tree. The Tyrannosaurus had wandered closer to the hill. Something caught Jack's eye. Annie was coming down the rope ladder. Is she nuts? What is she doing? Jack wondered. Jack watched Annie hop off the ladder. Annie hurried over to the pteranodon. She was talking to him. She was flapping her arms. She pointed at Jack, at the sky, at the treehouse. She is nuts, Jack thought. Go back up in the tree, Jack whispered. Go! Jack heard a roar. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was looking in his direction. Jack hit the ground. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was coming toward the hill. Jack felt the ground shaking. What should I do? Jack wondered. Should I run? Crawl back into Dinosaur Valley? Climb the magnolia tree? Suddenly, a giant shadow covered Jack. He looked up. The pteranodon was gliding overhead. The giant creature sailed toward the top of the hill. He was heading toward Jack. Well, that was chapter 8. What a wild chapter. So the think about questions start with, do you think it is a good idea for Jack to run from the T-Rex? Why or why not? Remember, this is a good time to pause or rewind to gather your thoughts and your text evidence, to discuss these questions with the friend, family member, pet, or stuffed animal. The last question asks, what would you do if you were Jack? Would you run? Would you not run? Would you try something else that maybe Jack has not thought of yet? Like, what do you think Annie is thinking of doing? Lots of stuff to think about.
That's all for today.
Hey Google, what sound does an Anatosaurus make?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, what does a tuba sound like?
This is a tuba.
That's what an Anatosaurus sounds like.